talk to us about your concerns, having received the memorandum for the aggrieved association. What have you identified as a problem, but what is likely going to be the immediate solution that is needed?
Well, first of all, thank you to the to the organization for delivering the memorandum. We have received it and acknowledged receipt of the memorandum. We have to study it, obviously, in detail to go through all the concerns that they've raised. But the point that I made on the steps there, the same point that I made now, is every year around the minstrels, around the organization of the minstrels, like in the taxi industry, every year when there's an issue, that becomes an issue. But these matters should have been resolved many hundreds of years ago, but we can't deal with it. We can only deal with it going forward. So as I urge this leadership with the other organizations and the additional leadership that's arranging Monday's event, that we all will need to get together as soon as possible, sometime in January, to plan better so that next year's Tweede Nuwe don't see something like this happen again. And I think that's a collective lack of leadership, that every year there's an issue that's coming up around the organization, different groups, different organizations raises several issues. One of the big things that they've raised now, for example, was the issue of the museum. We know many years ago that the organization did receive funding from the Lotto about building a museum for the Cape Minstrels. But where's that money? No one's held accountable, no one's going to jail, everybody's still here. So I think that is the lack of leadership that I'm talking about. So everyone has to get together, start planning and working together so that this situation that happened here today never happens again. I think that's important.
Just lastly, Minister, do you think maybe it's necessary for the province to really step in to facilitate these conversations between the city and these different organizations on the ground?
Well, I think we definitely will. Our job is to protect our culture and our heritage, and I know the city is also doing fantastic work in that, and we will continue to work with them and the leadership of this organization and any other troop organization out there, including the Cape Choir, the Christmas choirs, all our cultural organizations in this beautiful city in the country, and work together to promote and protect it. But it cannot be the last minute events that happened over the last few days. It cannot be when the city says, here's the additional venues, please apply, and no application has been received. We need to work together in resolving these matters and just keep a little bit of the back politics out of it. I mean, even the clubs are pushed out the lady of the ANC t-shirts. So people must just stay away and let the relevant cultural organizations with the relevant government deal with it and ensure this is planned properly going forward. I think that's important for all of us.